Alright guys, I'm gonna play as Serbia today. And the goal of the campaign is to form Yugoslavia and then play tall after. We're gonna get a support independence from Russia here. I guess 5 years is good enough. And we're just gonna rush for our first company for tech. And then we're gonna get our autonomy increased. With support regime, they're going to decline it. We're going to ask for market control, they're going to decline it as well. There we go. And then we're going to declare on the Ottomans for independence here. We're going to sway Austria with conquer like Montenegro here. And then we're just going to add some war goals. We'll conquer Bosnia. And then we're going to return southern Serbia here. GB sides against us, which is unfortunate. But we have Austria and Russia, so we should win. We probably don't even need to mobilize our army. Not like it would really do anything for us. So we'll just keep it unmobilized. Yeah, we're just letting them do all the fighting for us. We don't need to have any Serbians die in this war. I like how this front is just completely ignored. Alright, we can peace out with the Ottomans now. So we just need to fight Montenegro and Austria now. Looks like we can just go ahead and eat Montenegro now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I guess we'll join Russia's power block here. Alright, we conquered Montenegro. Now we just need to fight Austria. We're gonna build some coal mines in southern Serbia here. We're gonna prioritize that. And we just do decrees that help, whatever, you know. Oh my god, we're in serfdom. We're gonna go for 10 farmers here. We've already got investment rights of 4 countries right now. We're still waiting on tech for the first company though. Let's go. Oh, we got 10 farmers so fast. We're gonna go for agrarianism now. There's a pretty high stall chance, but we'll be fine, probably. Guys, look how many treaties I have. I have 11 treaties. And I'm trying to get investment rights with pretty much every country that has at least a little bit of peasants. Probably easier to show you where I can build. I can build a little bit in Germany, most of Italy, some of the Balkans, and then Morocco. Still don't have the company, just waiting for the tech. Alright guys, we can have our first company. And I'm gonna go with the Classic Minerals Inc. company, because I find it to be one of the best, if not the best company in the game. We're gonna give it industry rights to iron. And this game, I'm not gonna give it investment rights, just to prove a point, because I believe that this company will do really well even without investment rights. I don't think the regional company HQs give that much impact as people believe. So for this run, I'm just not gonna do regional company HQs. And we'll see whether or not it's a good idea or not if we succeed without it, because the main thing is the authority cost. Because if you have like 6 companies, ignoring the canal companies because those aren't really profitable, then that would cost 600 authority or something, depending on how many company charters you have, assuming you give industry rights. Multiculturalism, enlightened royalist, oh my. The heir, okay. I guess we'll go for that. Maybe we can get multiculturalism at some point. Nice, we got agrarianism. Alright, looks like our company already has 2 coal mines in Saxony. It's giving like 100 times more dividends. Oh my god. Because our coal mines in southern Serbia are not really profitable. Alright, our company is expanding. It's in Italy now, in northern Serbia. You can see the main way it's expanding is through privatization. It's privatized 3 buildings and constructed 2. Looks like the Brothers' War is starting here. I don't think we'll side into play because we'd kind of just get wrecked. But we do want Germany to win here. Alright, we can establish a second company here. We're going to do the Metalworks company. And we're going to grant it access to steel mills here. We're already at roughly 20k reinvestment, which is really good. We'd really love like investment agreement with Russia, but they don't really want to give it to me. We're at exactly 50 buildings owned by both of our companies combined. We're going to do a treaty with Russia here. And we're going to get investment rights in Russia, which is pretty big. And there should be a lot more potential for privatization now. Because I feel like we kind of ran into the cap of what we could privatize from all the small little nations. Oh my, the second German leadership war. But Austria is probably going to win this. Because they have Russia siding with them. That's kind of unfortunate. We wanted Prussia to win. Oh no, what is this border war with Egypt? Oh my god. Gotten the borders. Oh wait, North German Confederation formed. They won. Oh my. So it's kind of beneficial for us that the North German Confederation formed. We're at 66 buildings owned right now. We're still privatizing a lot of buildings. You can see we've been privatizing tooling workshops mainly in Russian territory, if not their subjects. And we are currently at 32.5k reinvestment, which is pretty good. We are itching to get this GB investment rights, but it's pretty difficult. They really don't want to give it to me. I think it's pretty safe to say that you don't really need to grant the investment rights for regional HQs. It's kind of optional. As you can see, oh my god, a lot of things popping up. I don't care. I guess we'll go for radicals. But as I was saying, you can see that the privatization is making up the majority of our expansion for the companies. You don't really need to rely on regional HQs to stop from the investment pool, because you can privatize and expand probably at a worse rate. But if we're being honest, from it being crazy OP to just being moderately OP, it's not really that much of a difference. It's still super OP, and you just win the game every single time. It's definitely fun for now, but I can tell it's gonna get nerfed at some point. Because us being landlocked, we're kind of going crazy. We're expanding our company super massively. Oh my god, Austria's allied to France. This is just getting more and more ridiculous. Nice, we're at 102 buildings owned by our companies, and we're at 45k reinvestment. I don't really know what else to talk about than the slow and methodical increase of our reinvestment and company buildings owned. I guess I could show my tech, but like, Alright, I'm gonna go for interventionism now. That should be a lot better than agrarianism because of this capitalist investment pool contribution efficiency minus 25%. I'm just gonna make this a 5-year treaty for now, but I'm just gonna do a 10-year treaty with the USA here. We're gonna try and get investment rights, and we're gonna give them roughly 8k a week, and we'll hope for the best. There we go. We're kind of losing money, but you know, it's worth it. So, okay, we're not really losing too much money anymore. We're fine. And if we need to earn a bit more, then we can increase our taxes. Looks like we have a world war over Italian leadership between two Sicilies and the Papal States. It's France, Belgium, and Spain against Russia, Austria, and America. Oh my god. Well, the good news is that Austria is going to lose their alliance with the French here, but they're still going to have a defensive pact with Russia, which is kind of annoying. We're getting 72.2k reinvestment, and we got interventionism, and it should probably increase. Oh, never mind. It's up to 96,000 now. So that increased our reinvestment by roughly 24,000. So that's pretty good going for interventionism. It'd probably be better if we went for laissez-faire, but I don't like laissez-faire for the reason that it makes companies a lot harder to establish, so I'm just not going to do it. Otherwise, I would go for it. It's just that one little thing that prevents me from forming the company I want every single time. It just annoys me too much for the benefit. Because you're relying on your financial districts buying up buildings, which is like, you just can't control at all. We can get transit rights from Wallachia here. I don't think that really connects us to the world market at all yet. Not really. Yeah, we could get transit rights from Moldova as well. Alright, well, we're just gonna give 5,000 to Russia for 5 years to get transit rights. And now we should have world market access. There we go. So we now have trade centers that can actually buy things. So we're going to subsidize them again. Oh, nice. We're over 200 buildings owned by our companies. And we're over 100k reinvestment as well. So we're kind of getting a nice growth. You can see they're still privatizing a lot of buildings, but now we're actually constructing as well. Confederation of the Rhine from France. What? I guess France somehow got Bavaria as a protectorate. Alright, I'm just going to change the treaty with Russia here and try and get a better treaty with the GB. What? Declined? Alright, I guess this will have to be the treaty with Russia here. And we're going to try and get a treaty with GB here. Alright, this is the treaty we're going to get with GB here. We're going to give them investment rights so we can give them 2 company monopolies for some extra reasons. We're going to give them money for some reasons. And we're going to give them a power block embassy. All in return for investment rights. And this is going to be 25 years. I took a save. If I don't get it, then I'm just going to... Okay. Well, we got it, but if I didn't, then I just would have went back to save and tried on a different day. But that would be pretty massive for us since GB has a lot of things we can privatize. We're kind of like 6 years away from our next company, but we're doing pretty good. We still need to worry about getting our borders with Austria, but that should be fine for now. Problem for later. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that you don't really need regional company HQs. They definitely help. But if we're this little shithole of basically 3 states landlocked and we can still get like 200k reinvestment by 1870, I think you can tell it's really broken. And all it really requires is just treaties, just getting investment rights with people. Our maximum potential is a lot higher than it was with Russia, because Russia's economy is pretty much half the size of GB. And if we look at the power blocks, you can see they have like 330 million GDP. So we have a lot of places to invest in, or a lot of buildings to buy, compared to Russia's only 84 million. Yeah, we just hit 200k reinvestment, and we're almost at 300 buildings owned by our companies. Oh wow, we already have the 5th most profitable company. I'm not really sure why our Minerals Inc. company isn't really doing as well. I guess the Metalworks company is just better or something? I'm not really sure. Pretty much half of our government spending goes to treaties. Oh my god. We're earning like 50k in national revenue, ignoring the investment pool, and we're spending 22.5k on treaties. Oh my. Our GDP isn't really that stable because we've run out of peasants. Guys, we're catching up. We have the 4th and 5th most profitable companies in the world. We're getting there. There we go. We can have our 3rd company now. We're gonna do this home good company because it's gonna have access to furniture, glassworks, and then lead mines. So access the 3 buildings, and it should perform pretty well. Oh my god, grains at plus 75%. Oh my god, so much of our population is starving because of the super high grain price. Well, we're importing a decent amount of grain now because I put it to maximum subventions. Looks like it fell down to plus 32%, which is a lot better than plus 75%. Yeah, it's because we have like no peasants left, and we don't really have that many people working in wheat farms, for example. So we have no one working agriculture pretty much. Yep, like 2 people working this whole wheat farm. We definitely want to go into migration to fix that problem. Freedom of conscience will be very good, so I guess we'll go for that. Oh my god, guys, we're at like 700k reinvestment now. Yeah, 978 buildings owned by our company headquarters. I was just adding it up from this side, but it looks like over here it just says the exact numbers, so I should have been looking here the whole time. Nice, we got freedom of conscience. So we can go over to our government, and we can enable secular administration, secular academia. That's gonna reduce the clout for the church. I mean, we won't really have to worry about them as much. Looks like we can go for public schools here. Looks like we might need to increase our construction because the investment pool is climbing pretty fast. Seems like they've privatized pretty much everything they could. There's a massive famine. Everyone's starving still. 75% of the population is starving. Oh my god. Oh my god. We'd love to join someone's market. Oh my god. Everyone's still Oh wait, no. Only 2% here. 7%. Okay, our people aren't starving anymore. Let's go. I took a save, and now I'm going to start an annex play against Parma. Oh my god, 20 infamy for this. But the reason we're doing it against Parma is because it means that Russia won't join, because if we declare on Austria, then Russia would join. And it seems like Germany would join, so we'll probably be fine, right? Yep, we'd be able to call in Germany. So we're going to call in Germany with an obligation. So now I'm going to conquer some states from Austria. Alright, so this should be the war, guys. I'm not going to actually annex Parma. That's just to start the war. But we're going to take 3 states from Austria here, the coastline. So we can have easier market access to the world. Germany's just wrecking Austria for us. This is amazing. Get wrecked, Austria. Alright, we can peace out for the 3 states we want. Okay, it doesn't look the greatest right now, but we're bigger. And that's what's important. We still can't form Yugoslavia. We need 2 more states. So in the next Austrian war. Grain's only plus 11. I don't know why everyone's starving. Just buy some food, guys. Guys, our economy is pretty much in free fall because we have a lot of things missing from our economy. So we have a lot of input shortages for a lot of things. I'm gonna leave the Russians' power block. Oh, we can actually probably join the German one. So it should probably trend towards over 200. Exactly 200. Okay, that's not bad. So it'll take some time, but we'll be able to join the German power block. Yeah, nice. 93% of our population are starving. Severe starvation, so we're losing a lot of pops. Oh my god, we've already lost like 400k. Oh my god, how many railways do we need in southern Serbia? Holy shit. Yeah, just a solid 90% of our population is starving to death. Oh my god, leverage is increasing so slowly as the majority of my population starves to death. Well, it's nice to know our companies are doing better than ever with almost $1 million reinvestment. While everyone else starves to death, at least the wealthy are able to invest, you know? Yeah, we have a lot of radicals from everyone starving to death. We've lost over 1 million pops. We're getting pretty close. 197. And all it took was 1.4 million pops, guys. Alright, there we go. We can join the power block. Boom, there we go. Pretty much all the starvation is gone now. We're getting negative money from tariffs. What? Guys, look at this. What is this? I don't know how we're getting negative tariffs. Hello? We're spending money on our tariffs. I don't understand this. Oh my god, another Italian World War. Germany, Russia, Belgium against the USA. I think we just want to go for migration. Oh my god. 10% chance for multiculturalism. Only 12% stall chance. You're kidding me. This is insane. I'm pretty sure it's from the enlightened royalist. Oh, also from the anarchist movement. But oh my god, our companies are making so much money. Combined, they're making almost $1.4 million or pounds. And if we look at our economy, I'm only making 84,000 a week. Ooh, we got a lucky first roll on multiculturalism. Nice, we can have another company. I didn't really plan ahead. I don't know what to establish. I think I don't really want to go high infamy this game, just because it's going to be a hassle, not because I couldn't. Because I kind of want to play tall, and the only thing I want border-wise is just subjects. There we go, we got multiculturalism. That was like the 5th or 6th roll there. Seems like it's just pouring in now. Wow, we're getting almost 8k. Okay, well, it drops down immediately when I start talking. That's cool. We're going to establish the Serb Paper Combine Company in Croatia. It's going to be our 4th company, and we're just going to grant it industry rights to logging camps. Any moment now. There we go. That was incredibly lame. It only went up like 8. And we're still losing money on terrorists this whole game. What the hell? Why is Spain purple? Hello? Oh, because they're parliamentary republic, I guess. We still haven't even recovered our population from before the famine. Alright, we've officially passed our old record of 5.63 million population. And we're going at a pretty good rate. Just from pop growth alone, it's 2%. If we include like migration, it's probably maybe like 10 to 15%. We're increasing in population each year. Something like that. Ooh, Mande mass migration. I'm pretty sure that culture is an Indian one. Never mind, it's Liberian. I'm gonna cut that out. Oh my god, I haven't even looked at Asia in a super long time. And I'm very glad I haven't. Because what is this? What is Siam in 3 different pieces? Oh my god, we're up to 9 million pops. We're getting roughly 2 million pops a year, roughly, from our migration alone. Damn, we're almost at 3,000 buildings owned by our company headquarters here. Our investment is $1.5 million, roughly. It's not even 1900 yet, guys. Alright, we can become a major power right now. There we go, we're a major power. Almost 1900, we're not even Yugoslavia yet, but that'll change soon. Oh my god, 13k weekly migration in northern Serbia, 15k in Bosnia, 10k in Croatia, 14k in southern Serbia. Oh my god, so many pops. Oh my god, look how many cultural communities there are in Bosnia. Alright guys, we're a professional army now. So you know what time it is. It's time to beef up our army so that we can solo Austria, because Austria is a big smelly nerd. And they're holding precious land of ours. Rightful Yugoslavian land they're holding. Alright, I think we're strong enough. We could probably even 1v2 Austria and Russia. And we're just going to take 4 states for now. I guess we'll make this primary so they just don't back down. And oh my god, we're wrecking Austria here. GG, easy. Yeah, we're just going to try and get this German alliance for 25 years. We're just going to give them monopoly on whatever and a little bit of money. And we're going to hope for the best. There we go. We have an alliance with the strongest military power in the world. We can peace out with Austria here. And I can now form Yugoslavia, which I'm going to do. Oh my god, we're like toothpaste color. What is this? I thought we'd be a darker blue, and this event's in the way. What is this, guys? What? We're like cotton candy raspberry color. What is this? Alright, well, we're unified. So now our ambitions are going to be to create the state of Romania and give it Romanian borders. We want to establish Bulgaria, and I guess we'll give it Macedonia, because I don't think we can release Macedonia. And then we want to protectorate Greece and grant it its modern-day borders. Except for the islands. I don't know what the island borders are. And then we want to release Hungary, make that a protectorate. And then I don't know where we'll go from there, but that's our plans for now. We want a stable Balkans, because in 99.9% of every single timeline, it's, you know, I desecrate the Balkans, I make border gore, I make it hideous. Well, this game, we're going to make it beautiful, like you've never seen before. We're going to map paint. And we can probably start by going after Wallachia here. I guess we can just say, hey, do you want to become a protectorate? They're going to say no, and we just say we don't care, and we're just going to do it. Alright, I'm going to declare on the Ottomans here for their capital. And then I'm going to conquer 2 other states. I could probably go high infamy just to get my borders I want, but we have 36 years left, so I think I'll just stay low infamy the whole game. And it kind of goes against the nature of a tall run to go high infamy. Guys, we just hit 100 million GDP. Yay! Oh my god, we're only 8th. What? Alright, we can peace out with the Ottomans now. There we go. And I'm gonna release Bulgaria here as a subject country. And I'll grant them the other land later. And this Ottoman capital I'm gonna hold on to until I conquer the rest of Greece. And I have Greece as a protectorate. I don't think I've mentioned this yet, but I am a great power. Nice, we've hit over 2,000 construction, guys. Our reinvestments, 1.34 million. Oh wow, company headquarters, 4.1 thousand buildings owned. And our standard of living is pretty high. Oh my, it's like green everywhere. Alright, we have good enough relations. I'm just gonna expel diplomats with Germany here. We should keep our alliance and investment rights, we do. But now we should probably be able to leave the power block soon. Because I do want to form a sovereign empire. Nice, we're over 30 million pops. The population chart is really nice to see. It's like the famine never even existed. It's just a little bump on the graph. Are you kidding me? France, what are you doing, dude? Oh my god, they have an alliance with the Germans? Oh my god. I guess it looks like the Ottomans are gonna lose Albania here. That's annoying. Oh my, Greece is going against the Ottomans here. Alright, we can leave the power block. It's gonna hurt relations. I completely forgot to form my power block, guys. We're gonna do a sovereign empire. Alright guys, we're gonna be the beautiful Balkan land, or BBL for short. Alright, well, we're just gonna declare on the Ottomans for this one state. Spain is gonna side against us, okay? Oh my god, it's gonna take 30 years to get mandate. Oh my. Okay, I guess I can reduce Wallach's autonomy now. Guys, I love the fact that I can't station units to this naval invasion. I have to wait until they're ready, you know? I can't just like station them near the coastline and prepare for the invasion, even though I know it's gonna happen, and I guess it disappears. Oh my god, guys, I look away for a second, and my army was stationed in the Balkans, so it should be protecting the Balkans, you think? But no, I have to wait for them to naval invade me first before I can send my army there. And that's honestly pretty cool, pretty amazing, you know? It's my favorite part about this game. But anyways, we won, and we're just gonna grant this land to, Bulgaria now. Alright, I'm just gonna declare on, Austria here to release Slovakia. Holy, oh my god, 85 coal mines in East Slovakia. Oh my. Alright guys, I was able to get an alliance with GB and France here. So now whenever we declare on Greece, we won't have to fight them because it said they would lean towards it. It says pretty much only Russia will join, so that should be pretty easy. Oh wow, we're up to 7,000 buildings owned by our company headquarters. And our reinvestment is 2.25 million. 2 million of which is coming from the company headquarters. Guys, expanding through low infamy is so goddamn slow. And it doesn't help that our ruler has a negative 25% infamy decay. Yeah, pretty much the whole game, we're just getting mass migration in most of our states. Sometimes it's only like 4 mass migrations, but there are some cases where it's pretty much every single state, except for, I guess people don't like Montenegro. Alright, we're gonna declare on Austria to liberate Hungary here. And then we're going to add conquer state war goal for Austrian Moldavia. We're going to grant that to Wallachia later. Okay, Austria backs down, so now Hungary is independent. Alright, I think it's about time we try and go for corporate state to get to this extra max number of companies. We can probably even, yeah, we can subjugate Slovakia here. Alright, we have corporate state now. And I saw that my leader changed. So we no longer have the minus 25% infamy decay from our landowner monarchist person. Alright, it's time for some action. I'm going to declare on Austria here for Austrian Moldavia. Nice, there we go. Russia joined against us, so we're going to conquer the 2 states we want. Alright, I can subjugate Hungary now, and we're just going to do that. Alright, I can be set with Russia now. So we have finished the war, and we're going to grant a state to Greece here, Eastern Thrace. And then we should be able to decrease their autonomy. There we go. So now they're our beautiful color. I'm going to grant a few states to Hungary to hopefully reduce their autonomy. Okay, they're still pretty far off. Alright guys, so we're in a kind of sticky situation here where GB and the North German Confederation are going to fight each other. And we have alliances with both of them, and they're both going to call us in at the same time. In order to just not have to deal with that, we're just gonna change the treaties for both of them to where we don't have alliances anymore. Now we don't have alliances with either of them, so we won't be able to get called into this war. We can still join if we want to. Alright, well I took a save, and we're definitely going to try and get Albania in this war. Okay, nice, we got a landing. They haven't sent sent any units yet. So we might be able to get some a little bit cheese action going on. There we go. France has capitulated, and we are now the proud owner of Albania. And we're just going to capitulate out of this war, and we are going to release Albania as a subject country. Alright, our infamy is low enough. We can declare on Moldavia here. Alright, so I won the war against Moldavia, and I granted the land to Hungary, and I granted one Greece state to Hungary as well, and now we're going to reduce their autonomy, and we are going to go for the borders we want, so I'll see you in a moment. And I think we're done with the run, guys. We're almost 500 mil GDP. We're number 2. We're not even number 2 GDP. What? Oh, this is so tragic. Alright, well, we're number 5 GDP. We have super high standard of living. We have 91 million pops. And if we look at Bosnia, there's 64 cultural communities. I guess the moment of truth for the companies. So we have the number 1, number 3, number 4. We don't have like complete dominance over the world with our companies, but you know, they're pretty good. We have $4.74 million reinvestment. I think some of these things will be in the thumbnail, but you know, I just kind of want to show it. And the ending company headquarters here is 13,692 buildings owned by our companies. And I'll just show this, but you can see for all our companies, it's just the company HQ. I haven't granted investment rights to a single one of them. So we could probably be a little bit more richer with our reinvestment. But you can see, even though I'm built up completely, I'm clicking this button, but I can't build a single more construction sector. And we're on arc welded buildings. The reinvestment is still twice as much as the new construction. And we even have like almost $900 million in the investment pool. Yeah, but not much to say. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys later. Have a good day or night or whatever.